taking care of my Kona qualifying early really meant I could focus on one race. A lot of people are running around chasing points, and if you really want to do well at Kona, you have to plan your whole year around it. So I was able to really, plan all my races around it and just put all my energy towards this one race. You usually start racing in March, and then we'll race through the end of October, sometimes December. You can race all year round in this sport, that's for sure. Maybe I'll be racing in Israel in January, who knows? Yeah, it's you got to be smart. You need some recovery time. So after Kona, we'll do the Island House race to the Bahamas, and then most likely shut it down for the rest of the year. The goals for this year are take no prisoners, no mercy. Yeah, it's time to go for it. Yeah, I mean, I've been on the podium now. I've been the top American, so every second when I'm out there during the race, it's going to be focused on not giving up and doing everything I can to win this race. After Kona, it usually takes a week or two to really absorb everything, not just physically, but it's a big emotional, just kind of high that you have to come down from. So we'll stay here in Hawaii for a few days and just lie on the beach and let the swelling in our legs go down, and then we'll go home and celebrate with some friends and family, drink some wine, and relax. Heart rate has been really a huge piece of my training over the last 3 years, and it doesn't lie. You can aim for power numbers on the bike, or you can aim for pace on the run, but your heart rate tells you how much you're working, how hard you're going, and I've really learned over these last 3 years that sometimes I'm training a little too hard, and I need to pay attention to my heart rate. And it's really been able to show me my improvements as an athlete as well. I'm doing some of the same long runs that I did the last 2 years, and I'm running about the same pace, but I look back at it and I can track how I'm performing in terms of my heart rate, and go on Garmin Connect and look at my data and really analyze everything, and it's amazing. I'm maybe 10-12 beats average lower for a 2-hour and 15-minute run, taking a lot of the peaks, a lot of the spikes out of my heart rate, and that's really where I get the benefit out of heart rate training, and where I realize all of it. It's not necessarily being faster, it's being more efficient, and that's what you need to win win this race here in Kona. Surprisingly, I didn't do much with my heart rate until 2014 when I started working with Mark. Before that, I was purely power-based on the bike and a lot of perceived effort and pace on the run. So, being a guy that's been in the sport for, over a decade racing, it was kind of a great little shift in my training that, sometimes you need to mix things up. So I was kind of glad that, I had neglected it, I guess, and it gave me, something that could boost my next couple of years of racing. When I, start a race, it's a very dynamic, day. The gloves are off, basically. I have to, be able to push that all aside and kind of trust on myself. And in some ways, maybe ignorance is bliss, because there's going to be times where you've got to straighten your heart rate if you want to win this race. So it's kind of out there on your own, just racing, and just focusing on trying to win the race.